right, we're here at the Panasonic booth at IBC 2017 with Luc Barra from Panasonic. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Luc, the wonderful EVA-1 that we all have been waiting for. Could you tell us a little bit about the camera?
Yes, sure. So the EVA-1, EVA stands for Evolution VariCam, but a lot of people call it the EVA already. The idea was to have something between the GH5 and the VariCam LT.
Right.
You know, VariCam LT is very high-end, very few people can afford it. GH5 is not a real camera. So the EVA-1 will be at 7,290 euros, to give you an idea. And it will be available next month. So, unlike the GH5, it has a real Super 35mm sensor.
Okay.
It's not Micro Four Thirds.
Okay.
And an EF mount. So the sensor was, it's a new sensor from Panasonic. Yeah.
Can it be adapted to PL mount?
No.
Or is it only EF?
No, it's only EF.
Only EF,
Yeah.
okay.
And so the sensor is a new sensor designed by Panasonic. And it was designed by the same team as the VariCam, the same VariCam, the VariCam engineer team that developed this sensor. So we have the same characteristic. We have the dual native ISO. You know it about the VariCam LT?
That's a Panasonic only technology. It's a Panasonic.
Yeah, so far it's only Panasonic, yes.
Okay.
So we did a different balance. On the VariCam we have a 4K sensor and the dual ISO is 800 and 5000. And this one is a 5.7K sensor. So it has more resolution. So a bit less of sensitivity, because the more resolution you have, the smaller the pixels and the less you have sensitivity. So on this camera you have better resolution, but dual ISO will be 800 and 2500.
Wow.
A bit less than the VariCam range. But we have the same, exactly the same Bayer filter, so the same color space. VariCam gamut color space, which is bigger than the BT2020. We have the same VariCam log, and we have 14 stops of dynamic range.
Oh, okay. So that's a pretty big dynamic range, and the same log as we found in the big VariCams. What about the signal? Like, what is it recording internally?
So internally, we have 2 SD card slots. So standard SD card, consumer SD card if you want. And we will record up to 4K, 422 10 bits, 30p.
Internally, on the SD card?
Internally, 4K, 422 10 bits.
Wow.
And I think in this range of
on
price,
any SD card?
yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
now there are new range of SD card. It's called, you know, you have the V10, V30, V60, V90. It's a new name. We had class 4, class 6, now it's replaced with V.
So this camera is already very capable in itself, but what about external recording? Like, can you talk a little bit about that?
So we have HDMI output and SDI output. Both are 4K, 4K HDMI, 4K SDI. And on the HDMI output, we can output 4K at 60p in 422 10 bits. So if you put, for example, the Shogun Inferno from Atomos, you can record ProRes HQ 422 10 bits in 4K at 60p.
Wow. And can you record proxies as well internally? Like when you record externally on a recorder?
We can record on both. We can record on SD card plus externally.
Wonderful.
And the nice thing is in the future, in the next firmware, beginning of 2018, we will have the raw output.
With the EVA-1?
Yes.
Raw output?
Yes. Raw output, so 2 kind of raw, 5.7K raw, like full sensor, raw output, up to 30p.
Yes.
And we also plan to have a 4K crop, so it will be a 4K raw, up to 60p.
Hang on, we're talking about 4K raw externally, 60p from the EVA-1.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. I mean, this is putting this camera like on levels like VariCams and Red cameras and like very affordable at a very affordable price, right?
Yeah.
So when would you say this firmware updates are due? When is that going to happen?
It will be beginning of 2018. We cannot say which day or which week, but it will be first quarter.
Will that be a paid upgrade or would that be free?
No, free upgrade.
It's a free upgrade?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Is this shipping already?
End of October.
End of October. Well, we're looking forward to getting our hands on the EVA-1. Look, thank you very much for your time. It was very insightful. Looking forward to it. Thank you.